shopping, and all of a sudden we get a call. It's like, yo, bro, Shakira wants to record with you guys. Get your asses out to Malibu, like right now. Hey guys, we're Grupo Frontera,
and you're watching Billboard News.
How's it going, fellas? What up? I mean, I gotta say congratulations, because Jugando, Que No Pasa Nada is out. Did I do it? That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I've been practicing. So the album's finally out, guys. How's it feel?
It feels amazing. This is an album that we've been working on for almost a year.
Yes.
Yeah. Since the last album came out and we were touring last year, during the tour we were working on this one. And like everything is like tied into one concept, and that's really amazing. And we're just so happy about all the songs because they're so different, and each and every single one, even though they're a different style, we just love them.
And you say it's all tied into one concept. So tell me a little bit more about the actual concept of the album.
Well, when we were walking in here, actually, we said, because we saw this picture, it's the first time we're seeing this picture. When we walked in here, we were like, that's the new Frontera. This is Jugando, Que No Pasa Nada, Frontera. And last year was El Comienzo Frontera.
This is the fresh beginning.
Yeah, it's a fresh
so
look.
El Comienzo is the beginning.
This is so we're
This
now
is the
modern.
advancement.
The concept it like revolves around, we are Grupo Frontera. We got known for the cumbias, and we're not leaving the cumbias, but each and every single one of us has our own style. Like if you see in this picture, not everybody looks the same. They're all in their own style, and that shows in the new music that's on this album.
The album title is Cuando Que No Pasa Nada. Basically, it is that you're acting like nothing's wrong, but on the inside, you're burning up. Something's going on in your life. So pretty much the example we use is we're out here. It's not actually us, but it makes sense. It's not happening to us right now, but it makes sense. Like we're out here, we're smiling on the camera, taking pictures, enjoying life, this and that. But as soon as we get into our truck and our comfort zone, or we break down, we start thinking about all the stuff that's going on around our lives, all the stuff that are going out. Especially in the album, it's more about what's going on in your love life. So you have to act like nothing's wrong, but as soon as you close that door and you're locked inside,
Like a man.
You turn on the radio.
Turn on the radio, and then you just you put the aux on yourself, and it just takes off.
Yeah.
And it's what we're trying to transmit, knowing that we're good, but we're not good.
The order of the tracks, so that it's something that everybody's gone through. I don't know if I can cuss.
Say whatever you want.
Because the name of our song is Fucking Amor. So it starts with basically fuck love. In the middle you have Ya Pedo Quién Sabe, like with a couple drinks, who knows, maybe I miss you. And at the end it's Quédate bebé, stay with me.
Maybe.
Oh wow.
So it's honestly like a whole ride. You can't identify with like one song, but listening to the whole thing is like something that everyone's gone through.
Pretty much like that whole round circle that we all go through in different love lives that we get to have during our lives. So the first one is pretty much straight up, like you said, fuck love. And then as it keeps going towards the end, there's a song that says called Ibiza. And that song, he explains that I already got all the money in the world, about the car that I want, about the house that I want, but I also got enough for you. So if you want to come over, I got you. And then at the end, he ends it up with stay with me.
Nice, man. Well, you're right. Most people have gone through those experiences. I'm not at I got the house and car I want yet. I'm going to get there. Let's talk about some of these collaborations. You guys got Morat, Nicki, Christian Nodal, and Maluma, baby. Everybody's on this project. So, like, tell me how it was to get all that involvement on your
It was one by one and on different situations. The first one was Morat, because the Morat is the biggest accomplishment Frontera has had since we started, because we started with a Morat cover, No Se Va, and we blew up with that song, and then now we're making a song with them. And Maluma, it was destined to be, because Edgar Barrera worked with Maluma for a long time, also with Christian Nodal. Both of those, we knew it was gonna happen sooner or later, this album or the next album.
Maluma was a little quick though, because
Yeah.
we were just chilling in Miami in the studio recording, and Edgar goes, Maluma's in town, you want me to call him? Yeah, call him.
Yeah.
He shows up, that same day we do the song and the video.
Yeah, and Nicki Nicole is another story, because we saw him at the, what was it?
We were at the, was it the Billboard Awards?
Yeah, it was a
Billboard
Billboard
Awards.
Awards.
Wow.
Look at that.
We were at
Look
the
at that.
Billboard Awards, and the day before the award show, she had done an interview, and they asked her, who do you want to meet? Like, of all the artists that are gonna be here at the show, who do you want to meet? and she said Grupo Frontera. We saw that and we were looking for her like the whole award show.
He's like, no, she said she's gonna meet us. We're gonna find
but
her.
bro, I kid you not. She passed behind us like 4 different times and we didn't notice.
We were like,
And then
And we had a Spider-Man moment. Like she walked by. And
towards the end, we saw each other. We were like,
And we're like, but I didn't get it.
and then we started talking. We were like, we have this song. We want to see if you like what you thought about it, how you feel about it. And she heard it, and it's like a older type beat. It's more tribal. I don't know.
it's a genre that was popping back
it's
in
party
in
music.
Mexico for a while.
It's party music.
Long time, a while back.
It was a long time
But it was
ago,
like such a.
And we were bringing it back,
It
so it's cool.
was a very
But-
like staple.
But the
moment.
vibe of that song was so cool, and like we showed it to her, and she liked it too.
It's like Mexican
And
techno.
a couple days
Yeah.
later, we recorded it
Yeah,
together.
it's actually Mexican.
Mexican
techno.
techno.
Mexican techno.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Mexican techno.
Look at Billboard bringing it all together. And then even like, I'm obviously a huge fan of Maluma. Like, did you guys know at the time that he had the pregnancy been announced? Like, how was that? Did you get to
he
see?
did- he
all
was
that?
told us-
Yeah.
He told us the
In
day of
our
the video.
Yeah,
He
we
showed
were in
the baby, no?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Showed us the sonogram.
We were in the studio recording the song, and Edgar says he's Maluma's in town. We're like, okay, call him. Don't just tell us that. And he pulled up, and we showed him the song. Within 10 minutes, he like memorized it and recorded it. That same day, we recorded the video in the studio.
Wow.
And
Y'all were going to work.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff in the video too, where we're like messing with the song a little bit. Like I was changing some of the stuff. We were drinking mezcal. He has a brand of mezcal that he made. He brought some so that we can try it and everything.
Not me, Maluma.
And he was on the phone. Yeah, Maluma. And he was on the phone, and when he was on the phone, he was showing us the el bebé, no? La niña.
The otros sound, no?
Yeah, otros, yeah.
That's
And then
so cool.
I don't know if he already had it tattooed or not, but he tattooed the name on himself.
Harris.
He was talking to us about that too.
And then Christian Nodal. So how was it working with him on the project?
It was something that we've been looking for that feature for a while because Edgar Barrera was working with Christian Nodal before us, and like he wrote so many songs with him and had so much success with Christian Nodal. And we told him basically since we started, we should have a song with Christian Nodal. And Christian said yes, but the thing is that both of us, Frontera and Christian, we never found the right song. Like they kept showing us some and we kept making different ones. We just didn't feel right about the music until we got Pedo Quién Sabe. When we heard it, we were like, send it to Christian. I think this is the one, and he said the same thing. And like, I think 2 days later, he flew to where we were at to record the video.
I do want to rewind back a little bit to kind of like your journey. So you're talking about Morat, obviously he's on there on the album. So like, tell me about that experience, because they're kind of the reason you're here. I mean, y'all had that whole super viral moment with the covering Morat. So tell me, take me back to that moment.
Since the very beginning, when we took out when the song went viral, a lot of people like the Morat fans, like they were giving us like
shit.
Yeah, like,
I wouldn't expect
they were like, you're stealing their song, you're not giving them credits. You guys they called us plagiarizers, and we were like, we just like their music, like we just wanted to make a cover of their song.
And I think it's great what you did, because if you look at it from the Billboard perspective, I mean, the original had not charted, but then your version charted at number 57 on the Hot 100. So that's great things to put eyes on yourself and the original.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to like take your spin and have it do such a successful thing?
I mean, it feels amazing. And then, I mean, we did get a lot of hate for it, but there was also a lot of people that just loved the song. I mean, that's why it charted on the Hot 100, right? Because a lot of people just like, I don't know, they liked it, and I mean, that's amazing for us. But we had like that little tick in us. We were like, what if Morat doesn't like it? What if they're not okay with like the fact that we did the cover? Like, what if they're not okay with what's happening? And then sooner or later, we got a message from them, and we were like, oh shit. We were freaking out. We were
I
like,
hate your brain.
what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? And they invited us to a concert they had in San Antonio, in Texas, like where we're from. We're
3 hours
yeah,
away.
we're really strong in Texas. So they invited us to a concert, and since then we've told them we should do a song together. It would be really cool. And they said yes, but at the same time, it was the same thing with like that happened with Christian Nodal. We couldn't find the right song.
Right song.
Yeah.
Like we would record some and try to mash it up with both of our genres, but it didn't sound perfect. It didn't sound the way we wanted it to. And then they wrote a song that they were gonna give to us, like just for us to record, like to put on our album. And we heard it and we were like, what if we do this one together? We recorded it as a cumbia, we sent it over to them. In like a week, they sent it back with their
stamp.
Yeah, their stamp.
Yeah, stamp on the song.
And it changed the whole song. We recorded it as a cumbia, but when they sent it, with their parts, it was a whole different song.
So they got 4 voices that they all sing together, basically in a chorus kind of thing. So it was the same song we did, but with their 4 voices, like all sounding, it was just.
Yeah, it sounds
when we heard it.
And also, they chopped up some of the cumbia parts and they put their pop guitars in there. Nice. And I was like, this is just so amazing.
Yeah, it was both the best.
But the way that you guys work with them, obviously on the new music and even with No Se Va, like, you guys have a lot of musicianship that you guys use, and you've been talking about Pereira a lot. Yeah. So tell me about like how you take other people's work and kind of make it your own.
Going back to what we were saying about like us as musicians, as like our different styles of music and everything, we all listen to something different. We all grew up listening to the cumbia, but me personally, I listen more to like Sierreño music, which is more like guitars. It's 2 guitars and a bass, 2 guitars and a upright bass. Brian listens to that too, but he also likes rap. Julian likes country and pegacero cumbia. He likes DMX.
I like all types of music.
He likes all types of music. He just listens to
But you love DMX.
I love DMX. Beto's more like a rock guy. He likes the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And Carlos, he's the one that has like the most variety in the group. But we all listen to something different. So when it comes to putting that into a song, when we first started, compared to now, like going back to the change as well, when we first started, we were like, a cumbia should be like this. So we played it the way we thought it should be, not the way that we could have incorporated all of our sounds. So with No Se Va, Que Vuelvas, like the first songs coming out of Frontera, they were more cumbia norteña, which is like where we're from. But once you start listening to the ones on the album, like Nunca Lo Olvidé, Qué Será, it has different instruments. Like we just had some background instruments that most people probably won't notice, but we know they're there. And like just a whole different vibe to the
album.
cumbia.
The one with Maluma, that one's cumbia with reggae.
With reggae.
So it's like a completely different style, and it sounds amazing.
And I mean, you were talking about like how you guys touch on all these different genres, and obviously you're saying it's 6 of you guys all have a different sound. So when you go in the studio, like, how do you decide kind of who is gonna push the direction or what? Like, that's a lot of personality.
To be honest,
When we just always
yeah.
it's like a commemorative kind of like agreement, you know, just like, well, what about this? What about that? And then we all put like our opinions together, and then it just, I guess, just kind of clicks, you know. And yeah, it's trial and error. We try something and something doesn't work, and then we try another thing, and that's what works. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Some of us throw some like ideas, and
Yeah.
if Carlos don't like it, like we try different things. Carlos always has, he plays the drums, so he has
The control, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, the songs that we get from Edgar is just him and a guitar. So there's no actual beat to the song. There's no
everything to put around
so
it.
they literally, the song only has the tone, the chords, and the words.
We end up changing the chords a lot too.
We do that too. So we have to figure it out. Okay, this song is gonna be a cumbia. Is this song gonna fit like more R&B? Is this gonna be? So that's where we sit down. We start playing. Everybody starts doing like different rhythms until we're like, wait, we like that. Okay, go back to it. Okay, maybe Carlos add this or Juan add this sound right here, and then we start playing with everything until everything kind of starts coming up. Until okay, let's try it. Let's go back and start, and we keep going until. And this, I'm talking like it's a long process. It's not. Usually we get that done within an hour or two. Yeah,
An hour or two?
Yeah, like we're so used to each other that we already know.
And we go by feel, really, because the more you try to perfect the song, the more imperfect it's gonna be. So if you get you like transcribe that feeling into the song and 1 or 2 takes, and you're like, hey, that's the one. You know, like we all feel like it's, you know, instead of perfecting it, it's just like the one that has the most feeling, and it's usually the ones that.
But
turn out the best.
recently we've been trying to work more on doing that because I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be honest. We got into a sort of routine where like we would make the songs into a cumbia within like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But now we're trying to work a song as much as we can to the point where we don't think about the cumbia at first. Like if it's a cumbia, we'll leave that in the back. We're gonna try R&B, we're gonna try sereno, we're gonna try country, whatever it fits in. That's how most of these songs came out. There's like 2, 3 cumbias on this album?
Four.
Four total.
4 cumbias on the album, and the rest of the songs, I mean, they're different, but they're still Grupo Frontera, you know?
And don't worry, cumbia's not going anywhere. That's us.
Don't stress out.
Don't stress out. Take it easy. Take a breath.
Try some new
Sit down.
Well, like I said, I think you guys kind of have like a, a magic touch with what you guys, decide to work on because, fast forward, like you had the big moment that you guys went viral and then you also had Bad Bunny, as you talked about, jump on a song, number 5 on the Hot 100, So talk to me about like having that cosign and how that kind of changed your direction.
I mean, that was just another blessing, honestly, because first of all, we didn't know it was gonna happen. we recorded the song, and actually, 1% was the first song that we started making changes to the cumbia on. It was the first song that we added guitars to in the back. We added, there was this effect with my voice in the beginning, and we've never done that before. We wanted to do something more modern, and that shows not just in the music, but in the lyrics. And while we were recording that, while we were talking about the different style, Juan over here was like, yo, I feel like this could fit a Bad Bunny verse. And Edgar Barrera was like, you gotta calm down, buddy.
Sure.
Edgar was like, I'm great, but I'm not that great. Like, it turns out he was that great because he did all that work behind our backs. And then the day of the video, Bad Bunny shows up. Well, Bad Bunny, like the level of artist that he is, like the recognition that he has in the music industry, that was just another big push in like our career. It got us a lot more attention.
Now.
Yeah, exposure. And we wanted to show the world why Benito felt comfortable doing a song with us. So after 1%, we kept working on more music. And now we're at the point where a song, for us, we last maybe 3-4 days to work on. Because we'll hear it, and then before we record, we'll listen to it like individually so that we can imagine how that song's gonna go. Then we go to the studio, and then we work around it.
We're a lot more picky.
Yeah, we're a lot more picky.
And then again, talking about how fast this growth has been and how huge it's been. So from Bad Bunny to Shakira. Like, I mean, and what was interesting about that collaboration to me is that she's also not traditionally like, música mexicana. So how did you guys decide to work on that sound with her?
So we're going country by country. First, Puerto Rico, Colombia.
We have a map in our
We have a map.
We got little pins
Here.
Se nota cuando se quiere, pero cuando no se nota más.
We're talking about all the stories, and this one happened exactly the same. We
Yeah,
were
this
shopping
one
here in
happened
LA at Rodale Drive. We're shopping, and all of a sudden we get a call. It's like, yo, bro, Shakira wants to record with you guys. Get your asses out to Malibu, like right now.
Wow.
We were in the fitting room.
We're in the fitting room, like, dude, go.
And I mean, with the genres, like, okay, so música mexicana is obviously becoming a whole new thing internationally. So how do you feel about like where the genre is headed and why it's exploding right now?
I mean, we always say it. I feel like when No Se Va started going up, when Peso Pluma started his music, well, he started his music career before, but when he started blowing up as well, I feel like people were just looking for something new. People were just looking for something new to listen to. And at that moment, música mexicana, música regional mexicano started getting more attention because within the name of música regional mexicano, there's so many different genres. You have us that's like cumbia urbana. Well, now we're playing a more different songs. You have Peso that's like more corridos bélicos, and he also does reggaeton. You have reggaeton. You have so many different genres that you can listen to within regional mexicano, that there's always going to be something for someone else, like for anyone.
And do you feel like in general it's all even bigger than reggaeton at this point?
I don't want to say.
No,
It's in competition.
I think we are in a moment, So it's not that it's bigger.
I mean, yeah,
but
2-3 years ago, reggaeton was at top, and we all knew that reggaeton was the thing back then. Same was go way back when it was rock, and there's just eras of music. And luckily for us, right now, it's the Mexican music era, and we're enjoying the hell out of it.
And then last thing I want to ask you guys, with the new album being out, you guys have had this incredible career. We've talked about so many highlights today. what's something you still want to accomplish? What are you looking forward to that you want to do in your career?
Well, Juan wants to go visit some places.
I want to go visit like with the band, like play in Europe, like Asia, like all over the world.
Asia.
We want everybody in the world to hear us, like to make música, not just música mexicana, but Latin everywhere. Like open doors for other artists. If we're the ones that have to do it, we'll do it. Like we'll travel for everybody.
We're trying this man on a
I'm okay
plane.
with it.
Oh yeah, what I would say is mainly establish the Frontera brand
Yes.
to stay
That
for
longevity.
good. Yeah, that longevity. Something like
Yeah.
like I know it's crazy to think about it, but not too crazy. Just saying like the Rolling Stones, like something like that. Like you know them, even
Yeah.
if you weren't born in that era.
The
you
Beatles,
know
let's
who
say the
Rolling
Beatles.
Stones,
The Beatles.
like something like that. Knowing that in the Mexican genre, the Mexican music, you have someone like that 30 years from now, you're gonna be like, yo, Frontera, they're still gonna be listening to that
My
music.
grandpas, and they're still
Yeah. So like that, we want to be your future daughter's mom. That's what we call music CD and everything.
Yeah.
I got so lost when you just said
That's
that.
what we call music volume
Yeah.
897.
There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
I got so lost in that.
I followed you. I followed him.
Yes.
You had a couple of us, man. You had us.
Yeah. I was there. I was close.
You almost had it.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Thank
I
you,
do
man.
think you're well on your way to doing that, and we appreciate having you at Billboard.
Thanks
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you for everybody here in Billboard. We love you guys.
Billboard, we love you.